How's it going, people? Welcome back to Lee's channel. Another weekend roundup. You can call it that. I've called it today swings and roundabouts because it seems that we're back where we've been quite often over the last few years. Lee, I know you're vexed about it all, but isn't this a similar feeling we've had before?
Same old, bruv. Yeah, same old Arsenal. Yeah, literally. You go 2 steps forward and then take 3 back immediately. It's just seems like you said it perfect on your fan cam that time. We're just on a roundabout, bruv. We're just going round and round, and something's got to break the cycle. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be, but something needs to break the cycle because, bruv, that performance at the weekend, yeah, was complete opposite of the 45 minutes against Wolves before the red card. Yeah, and it's like, how can you play so well against Wolves away, and then you go to Villa away?
What did you predict against Villa?
I predicted 2-1 win.
Yeah, I predicted the same thing, you know, because I thought that first 45 minutes against, because I asked you because you said that, and I thought that first 45, I'll take that because you can't really take the next 45. Even though, Lee, with 9 men and 10 men, we actually done well against Wolves in the second half to not, you know, crumble like we usually have seen. But you're right, 2-1. Sorry to cut you off, but I just want to
I predicted 2-1, but I said it in my preview and I said it in the build-up before the game started. Like, if we allow Ross Barkley and Jack Grealish to get the ball, we're done. Yeah, we are done. And I watched them against West Ham and Kufau, sorry, Souček in it. not Kucek. I don't know who Kucek is. Maybe it's mixed it up. Yeah, but Kufau at right back. That's the worst I've seen Grealish play all season. He pocketed him, brother. He was kicking him. He was doing everything, pushing him over. Yeah, he must have been licking his chops knowing he's got Bellerin next. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
He wouldn't.
I can't lie, yeah. Like, I know Bellerin's crap. We all know Bellerin's crap, bruv. He just took the piss out of Bellerin, and not only Bellerin, but also Saka as well. He was fucking them both off down that side, yeah. And that was the worst I've seen Saka in a long time as well, man. Like,
he was kicked off the ball a lot, but you are right. It was like Saka wasn't as
bro, there was a shot that Grealish took, yeah, where I think it was Watkins passed it into him, yeah, and he was one-on-one with Bellerin just outside the box, yeah. It weren't even a mad bit of skill. He just shifted it to the left and pinged it, and the keeper made a good save. And there was only, for me, 2 players that walk out of that game with their head up, yeah. The goalkeeper, I thought he was quality for a debut, yeah, kept the score down. And Odegaard. The rest of them, I gave 0 on player ratings. Every single one of them, apart from them 2. I gave Odegaard a 6.
Yeah. Because to be honest, he came on and he showed something.
He should have scored. He should have scored at least 1. He had 2 good chances. He blazed one over, and then the other one, it bounced off him, and the keeper came out.
Yeah.
But brother, it's a shambles. We're breaking records left, right, and centre that have stood for 100 years. Some of them, like you know, the record that he broke the other day was 101 years. Was the last time an Arsenal manager lost 3 times in a row in their first 3 games against Villa. 101 years, bro.
3 times now against Villa.
Yeah, we ain't scored in any of them.
And all 3's Arteta as well. Was the first one?
Yeah, we ain't scored in any of them.
Yeah.
First manager since '83 to get 10 losses so quickly in a season. First manager. This was last season. He did this. First manager to lose at Villa Park since '98. He's done it 2 years running. Like. And somebody said this in my chat the other day. They said when the same manager has your number time and time again, there's an issue there. Yeah, Dean Smith's had him 3 times. Nuno's had him a couple of times. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, the same managers, and it's not. I've said this for a long time. I don't worry about us against the bigger teams. I worry about us against the Villas, the Wolves, the Palaces, the Leeds, them sort of teams, because they're the games that notoriously for years, even under Wenger. Yeah, they were the games where we'd mess up. And now we've got a handful of the Wenger players left in this squad. Ironically, they're the ones he wants to keep. And then we've got a few Emery players and then obviously his players, yeah? How is the mentality still the same? We turn up in a big cup semi-final because it's a cup. Yeah? We threw the FA Cup away, Turkish. Yeah, we threw that game away, yeah, to go and get 4 points out of the next 12. That's a disgrace. I would have rather been in the FA Cup playing this week.
So do you wait? When he said, what did he say? When he came out afterwards, after the second Southampton game, I think, and he said, "Yeah, big up Eric, big up Lee and Turkish. Hope you're both well. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Lee, obviously, we didn't big up the chat when I first come in. We just got straight to it. But big up,
sorry, mate, that was me. I just went on once.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So it happens a lot, so it is what it is. Like I said, big up Eric, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you get your questions and thoughts in. Hit the like button. All of that, people. We're here for like about 45, 50 minutes tonight. So yeah, big up everyone tuning in. Carl as well, in with the super chat. Big up the two legends. Love Carl. I'm seriously worried that still after all these losses, there's no rumors of Arteta being sacked. When are we going to act? So Carl and Lee, I'm going to put a question to you because it's something that's come up. I think someone asked me, or I don't know how it came up, but how much percentage of what's happening now do you put on Arteta? And that question's kind of not double-edged, because by that I mean, if we was to sack Arteta, I look at that percentage as the percentage of hope something will change. So how much percentage do you put on Mikel Arteta? Lee and Carl as well in the chat. I'll look out for your answer.
Oh, that's a hard one, because do you know what? If somebody came to you, Turkish, and said, "Joe, you can be the Arsenal manager, we'll give you £6 million a year," you ain't saying no. Neither am I. Yeah. So I don't blame him for taking the job, innit? Yeah, right. Yeah. Because anyone would take it. But you've got to look at it and say, he's killed off all our youth. Yeah, Joe Willock scored in his debut the other day for Newcastle. Couldn't get anywhere near a starting 11 for us. Yeah, I don't think he's the best footballer in the world, but he's better than Granit Xhaka. You could play him next to Thomas Partey and would be better, in my opinion. Yeah, you've got Guendouzi doing bits over in Germany. The only one that's left, Saliba won Player of the Month.
Nice,
for his club in France. Yeah, and it's like, this guy weren't good enough for Arsenal, and people going, "Oh, it was too soon. It's too soon." Well, Rob Holding's getting in every week and doing nothing. Yeah, a couple of good games, and everyone forgets that, innit? Yeah, so it's a tough question, because ultimately he's the manager, so the buck stops with him, in my opinion. Yeah,
not the other way around, or
say again, mate.
Not, when you said the buck stops at the manager.
The buck stops at the manager for performances on the pitch,
I guess. Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got to then look at the owner. You've got to look at the board. Yeah, and you've got to say, well, hang on, they employed him. Yeah. So it's like we sit here and cuss Bellerin. Yeah, Bellerin ain't picking himself.
Yeah, I said, you know what? When we had Walcott for so many years, and you know what, Walcott did perform here and there, but I knew we needed better than Walcott to start challenging for leagues. We was making top four then, and looking from now would love a Walcott, but forget that. At that time, we was tired of Walcott, and after a while, I said to myself, it's not him just picking himself all the time. And I'm not just talking about him. It goes to Den Nielsen, to even Shamak, Ben, all of these. But it wasn't them picking themselves. So you are right with that 100%.
Yeah, and he's killed somebody in the chat. There's a guy called Harrison in the chat, says, "How's he killed off our youth exactly?" He says Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Saka. Well, Martinelli's barely featured under the guy in over a year of him being as manager. Yeah, yes, I know he was injured for a bit of that. Player of the month last January, not the one just gone, the one before. We didn't see him again until the 105th minute against Olympiacos, when he set the bicycle kick up for Aubameyang. Yeah, he then got dropped to the next game, and then he got injured in training. He then comes back, gets hooked off at half-time the other day. And I'm like, why are you hooking him off? Yeah. Then when we need a bit of, let's go for it against Wolves and have a go, he takes off Pepe and brings Aber on. And I'm like, well, you've already took our top goal scorer off in Lacazette. You're now taking off our second top goal scorer. You're bringing on Aubameyang, who's been crap all season, when you need somebody who's going to go back that way and defend. Well, Aubameyang can't do that. He can't dribble. Yeah. He's not got any pace anymore compared to what he had 3 years ago. I would have brought Martinelli on at that point, because Martinelli will give you something where he can carry the ball, but he'll get stuck in. If you look at the Southampton game where he hooked him at half time, Martinelli was our best defender. He cleared 2 off the line. Yeah, and he brought Aubameyang on. And I'm like, why are you bringing Aubameyang on? As for Saka, Saka's our player of the season as it stands right now.
There's Harrison with there you go. There's his response.
Yeah. I know he's always in my chat. I won't have a dig. Yeah, and this is the thing. We then needed a goal the other day, so he decides to put Saka at left back. And I'm like, this is Wenger-esque, bruv. Like, you're taking a goal scorer, a match winner, our player of the season up to this point, away from being in the attacking forward positions where he can score, and putting him at left back when we need a goal. That's I don't get that. Yeah, then
Is there an listen? I wasn't his biggest fan. No one is, but is there an argument that we should have kept Kolasinac even though he wanted to go?
I said this the other day. Yeah, we've loaned out Kolasinac. I can't stand the geezer. I think he's shit. Yeah, but he's better than Bellerin. Yeah, and Bellerin gets in the team every week. So I would rather Cedric at right back. And let's be real here. Somebody made a great point to me the other day. Yeah, I'm in the group chat. They said we have put Cedric in the team for the last X amount of games at left back I think it was Chig actually, when he's had one good game at right back. Now he's an immediate starter at left back. Yeah. I'd rather Kolasinac. I don't dislike Cedric. I don't think he's as shit as he's proven at left back. I'd actually rather play him at right back because I think he's a lot better than Bellerin, yeah? But you got rid of Kolasinac, Tierney's injured. Now you're playing a right back who's had one good game or two good games at right back at left back. What the fuck? Like, who planned that?
I had to laugh. Sorry, Suleiman from Cape Town says, saw a rumour the other day that Arsenal are considering giving Arteta a contract extension of... Did you tweet about this? Because I saw something before I come online.
No, I've seen it. I haven't even meant.
Someone please kill me if it's true. And Eric also adds that 7 unbeaten was a band-aid on a bullet hole. Arteta out. And to be honest with you, that 7 unbeaten is a band-aid. The FA Cup is a band-aid. The FA Cup on the Wengers were band-aids. The Europa League final and the point off of top 4 finish that Emery managed to achieve was probably the biggest band-aid, because that band-aid even tricked the board, I believe, because 3 months into next season, they go and sack him thinking that he should be doing better, when in reality, I think we all know that Europa League final and a point of top 4, I know looking at the last 7 games of that season, it is awful to miss out on top 4. But if you look at the 38 games in that season, you can't discredit Emery at that. So I think there's been a lot of band-aids. That's my point. You know,
no, 100%. And this is why I'm saying it's hard to put a percentage on Arteta, because it's funny that we're talking about percentages when man was percentage pewless a couple of weeks back, but 14% chance to win and we lost, and like all of them ones. Yeah. But if I was to stick a percentage on it, I'd say, do you know what? Right?
Should I go first?
Huh?
Should I go first?
Yeah, go on.
Because I've said it because Claude not asked me, but me and Claude were talking on Twitter, and I said 75% of the problems here go on 75% of the problems go towards the way we've been run, the way we are run, the direction we've gone in, the ambition, and I put all that to the owner. And then I say the next 25% is split between the manager, 15%, and then the players, 10%. So that was my, because I feel like if Arteta was to be sacked or moved on, there's a roughly 15% hope that I've got that the new manager might come in and fix that 10% of players. And then the 75% problem might change and think, all right, we've got a manager here that maybe we should back a bit more. And that percentage goes down to, I don't know. So that's my opinion. 75% ownership, 15% manager, 10% players.
I'm going to say 50% fans.
Shit.
Yeah. 50% fans. I'm going to say 25% the owner.
You've actually made a good point. I need to change mine as well after you say it. Go on.
So that leaves 25%.
Yeah.
The other 25% is the manager. And the reason I'm saying fans, like the owner, if you actually look at the money we've spent in the last 3 seasons, we've done 300 million quid. That's a lot of money, man. And look at the fucking squad. Yeah. Then you go and have a look at Aston Villa's squad. They got Grealish, Barkley, Traore, Douglas Luiz didn't even get on the pitch. They got McGinn, they got Matt Cash at right back, they got our best keeper in goal, they got Ollie Watkins up front. Bro, their squad's better than ours.
Definitely. Well, first 11, we can definitely take a few players off them and then start.
Clear. Miles clear. Yeah, the reserves, you could say, okay, El Ghazi's not a bad player, but is he better than, I don't know, Martinelli, who's our backup guy?
Yeah.
Probably not. Well, he ain't. Let's be real, right? But their first 11's mad. Yeah. Then you compare the 2 managers. Well, listen, Dean Smith's better than Arteta. Yeah. Fucking my doppelganger down at Brighton's better than Arteta, bruv. Yeah, man's won at Anfield and Tottenham in the last 2 fucking games. When was the last time we won at either of them grounds? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he went a year without a home win. Whoopie fucking do. Yeah, he's the manager of Brighton. They got 3 good players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying, like, the reason I'm not pinning it so much on the the owner, is he has spent money. Yes, it's not his money, but he's still spent the club's money.
I'd agree. I just think that he didn't care enough to stop Wenger and Gazidis from going too far, and he didn't care enough to, get an experienced manager in, someone that we could probably have more faith in a situation like we're in right now. So even though we've spent money in that time, I feel like it's literally been money spent that he doesn't really care about. It's the club's generated money, the majority, and it's money that doesn't really touch his account or his pockets because it gets regenerated in the club and then out. So I agree, he has spent money, and that's something that's changed. And 7 years ago, my argument with the owner, because I've been banging on about him as well for a long time, is that he doesn't spend fucking money, and we sell our players every year. That stopped. We bought Ozil and then Sanchez, and then slowly we started spending more and more. And I thought, all right, we should be better considering what we spent. So what's the problem now? It's who we've got there, and who we've got there. It's like that swings and roundabouts in itself.
Yeah, 100%. There's a guy in the chat called Masterson22. Has Dean Smith won an FA Cup? No, but Aston Villa have won a European Cup, mate. Have we? Yeah. and let me just say something. Yeah. On your basis, Roberto Di Matteo, and I find it funny when people try and compare managers based on a trophy, right, and players based on trophies. Klebers and Giroud have won a World Cup. Messi and Ronaldo are never going to win one. Yeah. When you look at Di Matteo, on your basis, my friend, big up to you for watching as well. Appreciate it. On that basis, Roberto Di Matteo is the greatest manager of all time because in 26 games as manager, he won the Champions League and the FA Cup. 26 games later, Chelsea sacked him, mate, because he weren't good enough. Yeah, come on. Yeah, at the end of the day, there's managers down the years that have been great managers and won fuck all. There's players down. Matt Letizia won nothing as a footballer. He's one of the best footballers I've ever seen in my life. He was fucking brilliant. David Ginola, brilliant baller, won fuck all. Yeah, just because they win a trophy. Mikel Arteta, yeah, well done, fantastic. I cheered that and clapped it last August the 1st. Yeah, when we won that. What's he doing for my club now? Yeah, because for me personally, he's picking players out of position. And what winds me up, Turkish, it's like we can all sit here and say, okay, Man City are clear. Liverpool are clear. Man United are better than us. Chelsea are better. Cool. A West Ham. They're 8 points clear, mate. Well, I looked at
this season, 100%. This season, sorry, Lee, but this season we should be doing better than we are. Like even me, who doesn't really swing one way or the other in terms of Arteta, because I honestly don't give a shit. You know me, Liad. In terms of the manager, I don't care about the manager of Arsenal Football Club. I care about the best interests of the football club. And right now, I just think it's somebody else. But I feel like, sorry to cut you off, but you're right. And Brandon's got a super chat here saying a large amount of fans, which relates to what you're saying, are saying Arteta should get a contract extension. Why? That fans comment you made, Lee, is bang on. Because fans are a big part of it. That's why I've got to change that 75% ownership. And I'd probably take maybe 30% out of that and say that goes to fans. Because I feel like...
What's the difference? Sorry to cut you off, mate. What's the difference between Unai Emery losing or having a mare in that last 7 games at the end of the season, the first full season, right? And let's be real, we did it a couple of weeks ago or last week, the players that he had in that squad. Yeah, Jenkins and Lichtsteiner and all of them, Iwobi, Mickey, Czech. What's the difference in that and then losing 3 out of the first 18 the following season? Yeah. What's the difference in that and how our fan base as a whole acted over him and the difference with this manager when he has got us record-breaking fucking, like, it's the first time in the Premier League we've lost 10 games that quickly. Arsene Wenger holds the record for the most losses in a season with us, in the Premier League, 13. Yeah, we finished 6th that season. Yeah, this guy's going to break that record as well. Yeah, what's the difference between Arteta and Unai Emery? I'll tell you what the difference is. It's the PR. The way this club have PR'd this guy out there, bruv. There's a sign at the Emirates. It's his song. It's something like, I don't even know his song, because I ain't interested. But I see a big fuck off banner at the Emirates the other day when the game was on. Mikel Arteta, the best looking Spaniard I know.
I see that.
What is that hanging at the Emirates for? Yeah, and that for me, the way he speaks, the way he looks, the way he dresses, it's the only reason our fans rate him, mate. Yeah, because me personally, he is the worst. Thank you. He is the worst manager in the league, in my opinion.
you make another, like, who was I with the other day? Mo. I was talking to Mo the other day, and we talked about banners about Usmanov at the club, and you're talking about banners about someone being good looking. And you just think, like, where is the minds out of some of our fans? Like, you know, Suleiman again with the super chat says there's a reason. Come on, big up Suleiman from Cape Town. There's a reason Chelsea has the most titles in England in the last 15 years. Their owner don't accept mediocrity. If you're not good enough, then goodbye. And to be honest with you, and nor do their fans. And that's why when Lee said fans, you know, it kind of threw me off a bit, because he's right. As much as I put a lot of the manipulation of the fans down to the owner, it's still the fans that really have to open their eyes. Even now, it's not too late in terms of maybe understanding the dire situation of the club. Look at your name, everyone out, Lee. I'd pretty much agree with that in terms
everyone. Just get them all liquidate, bro.
There was an option to continue how we are now, or scratch it and start again, you know, in terms of everything, top to bottom, not the history and all that. We're keeping all that, you know, all in terms of what we have now. I'd do it, because even though it's a lottery right now, you know, this is no lottery right now. This is kind of what I expect. And you know what you said about David Moyes and other teams, 6 to 9 points off. Yeah, that's what we should be. You and everyone's right. Like, we should be doing better this season. I just feel like that's because of other clubs. This season, I predicted 5th to 12th, Lee, because I couldn't say where we're going to finish. And I said to myself, if other clubs, you know, underperform and we somehow sneak a few runs together, we could finish 5th, 6th. But clubs are underperforming. That's happened. But we are still 10th, 11th, 12th. So that hasn't really gone the way I expected.
And we've been on a 7-game unbeaten run as well to get to 10th. And I think I don't know what the Leeds Palace score is, but if either one of them win that, they're above us tonight. And yeah. And Leeds, with this game, they've got 2 games in hand, including the one tonight. Southampton have got a game in hand, and then Palace. So if Palace win, they're above us. If Leeds win their game in hand after tonight, they go above us. If Southampton win their game in hand, we're 13th, bruv. Yeah. And have you seen our fixtures?
Yeah. Even that.
We're done. We're done. We're finishing 12th this season. Trust me. And this is, it's 1-0 to Leeds. Thank you for everything. This is why this is the best chat in the world. Yeah. But you know what winds me up with it, Turkish? Yeah, right. The owner don't care. We all know that, right? Everyone knows that. So if the owner doesn't care, we as a fan base have to club together and make ourselves care. Yeah, bruv. Whenever you go on social media, not just Twitter. Yeah, because that don't represent Arsenal fans. We've seen that with your protest on the kit launch day, bruv. Yeah. If you went by the amount of retweets and quote tweets and likes you had, there was 3,000 people turning up, bruv. Yeah. You know, we've seen it on the Wenger out marches when we've done them. Yeah. Bruv, you'd think there was 20,000 walking down Hornsey Road.
The volume on Twitter doesn't represent the volume
exactly.
in real life.
When you go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube, bruv, there's hardly anyone talking about Arteta out. Why? We're fucking 10th. Any other club with our history, with our tradition, with our size of fan base, with the fact that we've won multiple titles in this league, the fact that we've played sexy football under Wenger at times, yeah, then we got Unai Emery in, the fact that we've got to finals in the FA Cup and won them, the fact we got to Europa League final and a semi under Wenger the year before. Why the fuck are we sitting here accepting 10th? I don't get it, mate. I just do not get it.
It's 100%, and that's why, again, I'll say that fans' point is the best point made. You know, for me for a long time, because I've been thinking about this percentage thing for the last week, and that fans thing just threw me off, because fans are a big part of it. You know, when me and Mo were talking yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, Sunday. Me and Mo were talking on my channel. We talked about the love Arsenal, hate Usmanov, and some other,
red action,
like Jabba the Hutt picture and whatnot. And I asked Mo, and I asked you the same thing. What did Usmanov do to us that warranted banners to come out for him? What did he do to us?
Nothing.
Okay, and that just shows me that, you know, that's not necessarily in the best interest of the club. And even though people might have thought it at that time, it's time now to, you know, hold your hands up and say we were wrong. Because
to be fair to them, I don't know the people that run that, but I think they have put it out there about a year or so ago. I may be wrong, but I'm sure I see them tweet it out saying, we got it wrong.
I saw something around that too. But my point is, what's that saying? the apology's got to be as loud as the.
Oh, make your apologies as loud as the disrespect.
Yeah, and you got banners out. You got banned, like, not
Bro,
you.
but the fact that was
fans.
allowed at the ground in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them, man. Do it fair play. They can make a banner. Well done. Yeah, I can make a banner. You can make a banner. Yeah. The fact the club put that at the ground.
Yeah.
Bruv, that tells you. And this is the thing. It's such cloak and daggers at Arsenal, and it's like little secret handshakes and all them ones at the club. Yeah. And this is why I get the ump with it, because you've got the same journalists going into the Zoom meetings every week, bruv, asking the same dead, boring questions. Did you see Sean Dyche's interview the other day, his press conference? Did you see it?
Nah. Which one?
Man's sitting there, yeah, and he's going, yeah, stop with all these boring questions. Has anyone ever played looky likeys? Yeah, and he's going like, he's sitting there, and you're going, oh, he looks like him, or he looks like him. Bruv, he had him on strings for about 5 minutes, and he was going, oh, because there's a cat apparently that comes in the press conference. It just sneaks its way in every now and again, right? So he's going, oh, look, the cat's back. He goes, I would have called it another word, but you lot would have started laughing. Yeah. He goes, but now you're thinking about that word and you're laughing. Bro, he had him, and then he goes, come on then, give me a boring question. I'll give you my boring answer.
That, like, he's a funny guy. I can't, like, even you said that, I haven't seen that. I'm going to watch it, but Klopp as well. Did you see Klopp's interview where he said to one of the people? Well, I don't think it was a British journalist, but someone from abroad asked him a question, and he said, "Why would you waste? You have 2 questions, and why would you waste one of those questions on this?"
And that's my point, right? You've got the same journalists going into press conferences week in, week out, bruv. They've got the media guy sat there telling them, "Oh, no questions on this today. Don't ask about this." They get briefed before they start, bruv. No questions on that. And then if the manager don't like a question, he's going, I ain't answering that. He did it the other week, mate. He said, no, I ain't answering that. Your colleagues are all laughing in the background on Zoom. I ain't answering that. Yeah. And it's like, as soon as he said that, that particular journalist was like, the media guy goes, you got another question, mate? And it's like, you know, but the reason they don't out, and they've got the inside information because they're linked into the football club, yeah? The football club will give them snippets of stuff, like the Thomas Partey deal. Yeah, Charles Watts broke that before anyone. Said, Joel, it's happening. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it was the same journalist that Arteta saying, no, I'm not talking. No, I ain't answering that because your colleagues are laughing. And it's like, instead of, what? Yeah, and then the media guy goes, no, you got another question. I would have said, no, I want to know the answer. But he can't say that because he won't get fed the info about transfers and stuff like that. Mm. And it's like, everything is just a fucking farce at this club, bruv.
I'll never, well, it's one of many I'll never forget, but in the past few months, I think it was maybe October times. Yeah, maybe October time, they asked Arteta, and the person that asked Arteta was from Arsenal, arsenal.com or something. And the first question of the interview was, how important is winning at home? And I thought to myself...
they're asking that a lot, by the way.
Yeah. What's he going to say? It's not fucking important. You know, what's he going to turn around and say? It doesn't make sense.
Pet's just signed a new contract. How happy are you for him? Why would you ask him that? Yeah, there was another one the other week where they said, this was at the start of the season, where Laka was out of form, Abba was out of form, and it was the Moose from TalkSport, Ian Abrahams, It goes, what does Lacazette and Aubameyang's poor form mean for Eddie Nketiah? Like, what? Yeah, why don't you say to him, why do you keep picking Eddie Nketiah in the squad?
Why didn't you sell him? Like, at least say, if you wasn't interested in playing him, why didn't you sell him? Like, one of those type of questions.
Why did you reject £25 million from West Ham for Eddie Nketiah to not play him ever since that offer came in? Like, bruv, I said this earlier on the stream, right? Or yesterday, I would much rather Manchester United journalists or Chelsea or Tottenham or anyone else journalists come and do our press conferences, because they will ask him totally different questions. Like, they normally ask between them on the whole transcript about 30 questions. If it's not so like if we're playing on a Wednesday night or a Thursday night in Europa, he then won't do a press conference for the weekend game. So what they do is they ask him the questions for the next game. They put an embargo on it and then drop it on the Friday. Right. But it's funny because when they're sitting there, they normally ask about 30 questions between them. Brother, about 4 of them are about the game. The rest is just shit.
Nothing you can take from it.
Crap. And they're supposed to be the link between us and that football club. But because they're in the pocket of the football club, because they won't be fed the information, they're never going to push the right narrative out there. They're going to push the club narrative out there. And because they've all got a blue tick, and because they've got millions of followers between them, it's then going to go out to the masses. Yeah, then you've got other fans jumping on it with their big accounts going, oh, yes, mate, we're 10th.
It's mad. And I just see here someone said Hassan Hutu got asked, how does it feel to lose 9-0? And he said, great, what do you think? And that I don't know how true that is, but it sounds very true indeed. Like, it sounds like something
that's class.
Yeah, nice. And Carl again has some advice for everyone, and I think it's good advice, to be honest with you. But anyone in the chat in any kind of relationship, do not ghost from them for Arsenal on Sunday. It's inevitable disappointment. Arsenal, Valentine's pounding.
Yeah, but they're going to ruin Valentine's Day. I'm having mine on Saturday instead of Sunday, bro.
It's true. It's the best thing, you know. It's the best thing. Like, might as well do it on a Saturday, because Sunday's bound to, you know, be an interesting one. Because the thing about Leeds is we can actually beat Leeds, but they can actually beat us too. It's not. Yeah. It's one of those ones. I don't know what the hell's going to happen in that. I'd sit on the fence and say draw, if anything, because
I'd say draw as well, bro. Yeah, like they battered us at their ground. Even though Pepe was sent off, they were battering us before that.
Yeah.
But they could come to our gaff and fucking play us off the. Bro, there's only one team in the last 2 seasons that have outrun Chelsea when they've played Leeds, and outrun Leeds when they've played them, and that is Chelsea. Yeah, and that was under Lampard. Yeah, they're going to outrun us. They're going to outwork us. Bamford takes about 8 shots before he scores, but I think Bamford's had more shots than all of our forwards all season, bruv. Like, he plays for Leeds, bruv. If they win, then they're winning. They're above us. How are we competing with Leeds, bruv? No disrespect. I know they're a big club and that, but I don't get it, mate. It's sad how it's gone, isn't it? You know, we've gone from 1-0 to the Arsenal, George Graham, cup doubles, ending Liverpool's dominance, winning in Europe, and then we've gone to Wenger, sexy football, doubles, invincible, to, oh, well, we're not in the Champions League anymore, but at least we're winning FA Cup.
And be paid $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's mad.
So now sitting there going, well, Leeds are about to go above us. We're now 11th.
I can't lie to you as well. You know, like people, like I said, like, what did I say in the tweet? When Maitland-Niles was linked to Leicester, I think the club or someone came out saying the club are not interested in that because they don't want to improve a rival. Yeah. And I tweeted about it and I said something. And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they was wrong. They was right with that. I understand that it's a debate to be had whether Maitland-Niles improves the team or not anyway, because if you think Maitland-Niles is going to Leicester to start games, then I don't know what you're thinking. But let's just say he you know, it's the right thing to do. Yeah, don't improve a rival for top 4, top 6, whatever this club thinks it's going for. But what about those times we was improving Man United and Man City all those years when we was being told we're going to challenge for the league this year. We've got a squad strong enough to challenge for the league, but you sold players to Man City and United. But now you're saying you don't sell to rivals for the same things. So did you just blow smoke up all the fans' asses? Yes, I know you did.
Yeah, exactly.
But more fans need to open their eyes to this, because that's exactly what they did. On one hand, they sold to the rivals for the league. On the other hand, they're telling you we can challenge for the league, making them rivals in their own, you know, sense. This club is just, you know, it's amazingly what they've done.
Their PR and their marketing is the best in any football club in the world. Yeah, because they have managed to get away with this for over a decade, mate. Yeah, and like I know your views on the owner, yeah. And the one thing I'll agree with you on, he can sack everyone. Literally the whole lot. He can get rid of the board, he can get rid of the cleaner. Brother, apparently we're getting rid of a load of ticketing staff. Yeah, and that's caused an uproar. Yeah, we're making more people out of jobs. Yeah, so everyone's going, oh, it's a disgrace. All the fan clubs, supporters clubs around the world are going mad about it for us. Yeah, and it's like, you do know there's no fans at the game, so why do they need that job?
Yeah,
like, you know, you're restructuring your business. I get that, so I don't understand why people are getting the ump with it. Yeah, if you're paying someone and they ain't been to work for a year, well, eventually you go, sorry, mate, see you later. Harsh as it is, you do it. Yeah, but it's like, everything that comes out of Arsenal is negative. Yeah, every story is negative at the minute. Oh, we're sacking this many people, 55 layoffs. Yeah,
120 million loan.
Yeah, 120 million. And this is why, right? When the same journalists I was talking about a minute ago were peddling, oh, we've got 32 million pound off the wage bill. Yeah. Oh, people are out here, by the way, giving 11 out of 10s for transfer window in January. Yeah. Have they forgot that if Schalke stay up, Kolasnak's coming back? Because he's still got another year and a half, yeah, as it stands right now. Are they forgetting that Maitland-Niles and Willock are coming back?
Yeah.
Yes, that's 3 out of the 6 that we got out, or 3 out of the 7, whatever it was, that are coming back, bruv. Yeah. It's like the ones we got rid of, we had to pay to get them out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I look at January and I say 5, max 6 for doing something in comparison to others. But there's nothing more than that. You can't say 7s, 8s, 11s. I don't know what I'm hearing.
People were handing out 8s in the summer. Yeah, I remember your fan cam at Box Park on the opening day. Yeah, I remember it, and there were certain people standing there. Yeah. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to mug them off. Yeah, right. But certain people were saying, "Yo, we can challenge for a title if we get 1 or 2 more players in." You know. Yeah, we hadn't signed Party at that time. Yeah, we can take over the league. We can definitely get in the top 4. These same people are now saying trust the process when we're 10th, possibly 11th, bro. And it's like, listen, I admire their positivity and stuff like that, but for me, it's negativity.
You know what? Like even that, because I tend to say that as well. I admire their positivity, but I don't think it's that. I don't think I could admire delusion. Painted as positivity, which is what a lot of it is. It's not being real to the situation we're in. It's being maybe a bit more hopeful, maybe a bit more like a fan. Maybe the archetypal fan is one to
it's a result.
Leave their brain at home and just go and just enjoy.
Yeah. But it's the results business, and we've lost we've lost more games than we've won.
Yeah,
bro, we got Benfica coming up. Yeah. If people think we're sailing through that, they're in cuckoo land.
What do you think's happening? What do you think's happening?
Bro, they'll play us off the park. They have got so many technical ballers in that team. It is mad.
We've got one more show before that one. Yeah, we do have another show before that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Leeds at the weekend. Then next week, week Thursday, we've then got Benfica. There's reports that it might be a one-off game. Yeah, rather than a 2-legged thing. I'm not sure. I know that they've changed the Liverpool game to a different venue. Yeah, against Leipzig, but I'm not sure whether they can change that to a 1-legged affair just like that right now. That close to the game,
you can't. Then you'd have to change everyone to a 1-legged, in my opinion, because the team that loses.
I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to change all of it to a 1-legged thing. Yeah, but bruv, if we go a 1-legged affair against Benfica, we have more of a chance than if it's over 2 legs. They are gonna fucking school us, bruv. Yeah, if it's 2 legs. Right, and they're about 3rd or 4th in their league, yeah, right. But bruv, when you come up against Benfica, there's a lot of people that will be watching this that don't know how big Benfica are, bruv. Yeah, Real Madrid were the first team to win the Champions League, yeah, or Europa. Fucking hell, yeah, Real Madrid are never in Europa, bruv. They were the first ones to win the European Cup. The second team to win a European Cup were Benfica. They are a massive football club, man. They're huge. They've got techie ballers left, right, and centre, bro. And if people think that Granit Xhaka is going to be it'll be like Kylie Minogue spinning around. Yeah, they're going to fucking pass and move around him left, right, and centre. Yeah, they have got some sick, pacey, technical footballers at that football club, and we're fucked. And if he gets knocked out of that, I want him sacked anyway. If he gets knocked out of that, there ain't no way we're getting top 4 from the league position.
Yeah, because regardless of what you said, Lee, I feel like he should be beating Benfica.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We're Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. If he doesn't beat them, that's the last hope of us getting Champions League football. This is the same manager, by the way, who said I'm going to win the Champions League in 3 seasons. Within 3 seasons. Well, you've been here for 14 months, mate. By the end of this season, it's 18 months.
Yeah.
So then you go next season. By the end of it, it's 2.5 years. Let's say you qualify. You got to win it straight away. You got more chance of fucking. Nah, man. You got more chance of winning the title this season.
I see someone said Benfica got Otamendi and Vertonghen at the back, and to be honest, that doesn't really, in my opinion, bode well, because those 2 players have seen how embarrassing Arsenal have been in the past 5-6 years. So they'll probably be telling their teammates, "Listen, this is a very winnable game." I think it's a winnable game for both teams. And Sports Genius has a super chat here saying Penduzzi said that Emery was the best coach he played for. Spanish is my second language. If you listen to Emery and his language, his football IQ,
he's brilliant.
Crazy.
He's brilliant, bruv. This guy, the reason we as a fan base hounded him out is because he ain't a good looking guy. The club didn't PR in the way they've PR'd Mikel Arteta, who is, let's be real, better looking. Yeah, no homo and all that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but he dresses smart. Yeah, the thing I don't like about Arteta, and I've said this before, yeah, people get on my case, bruv. George Graham used to wear the club blazer. Wenger wears the club blazer in the tie with the little clip on it with the Arsenal badge because he bought into Arsenal. Unai Emery, club blazer, yeah, shirt and tie, Arsenal. This fucker's walking around in Prada and Gucci thinking it's a fashion parade, bruv. Yeah, I can't stand him. I actually can't stand him more than I can't stand Wenger. At least Wenger did something at this football club. They're consistently. All this guy has done is convince via the football club's PR that he's good. He ain't. He's the worst manager in the league.
We got a package. We got a package sold to us, like in terms of what you said, the PR. We got a package sold to us, and Emery really wasn't the face for a package they could sell to us. Whereas they probably looked at Arteta and said, affiliation with the club, a bit of history with Pep, it's easy to sell. And it just, I don't think it's even gone the way they thought it would go. So I just feel like they're just digging in their heels because they don't really have no other direction to go in. I don't think they know what to do. I actually think Edu Vina, I think the people in the middle, I know they've changed, but I think the people in the middle do their best to, make the same amount of money they do every year for Kroenke, and also try and, give the manager just the right amount to, maybe be able to improve the side. Yeah, I think that's their job.
I think no, you're spot on. Listen, the owner don't want to spend his own money. Yeah, and if he wanted to do that, he'd sponsor London Colney and call it the Walmart fucking arena or something. Yeah, or the Walmart Stadium or the Walmart Colney. Yeah, London Colney is sponsored by Walmart. Whatever, sponsor it £300 million over 3 years. We've got £100 million a season.
Yeah, it's true.
Players. If he wanted to do that, he could do that, bruv. He don't want to do that, which is why we as a fan base have to get on their case. But when you're then getting and society's rife with fucking followers and sheep and stuff like that, that just go with the masses, for an easy life. Bruv, half of these people that I see sat on Twitter, that sit there slagging off Unai Emery and are sucking off this manager. Why? What's the difference? Because you were hounding this manager out, even on a 22 unbeaten run. You were saying he's shit. He's a shit football manager. The football shit. We're lucky. What is it? Lucky to get to Europa League final? Is it lucky to go 22 unbeaten? If so, why ain't your manager done it then?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something, right? If we did finish fifth this season and we did get embarrassed in the Europa League final, can you imagine the fucking jizz fest, bruv, over this manager? Yeah. That manager, no, let's hand him out to football club, bruv. Sport Genius was right, yeah? I don't speak very good Spanish. I can understand quite a lot of Spanish, obviously being out there, I have watched a thing on BT Sport before, right, where it was when they played, I think it was Liverpool in Europa League final, Sevilla, right? And the players were sitting there saying, we went in at half-time, and it was at Sevilla's ground as well, Yeah. And they've gone in at half-time, they're losing 1-0, right? I think it was Daniel Sturridge scored a banger in that game, right? Unai Emery said, there's 55,000 fucking fans out there. This is our stadium. This is our trophy, Come on, we get out there, we go and fucking win it, And I think that was the 3 in a row or whatever. I think it was the third of the 3, And he fucking, I can't remember what player it was. I can't remember his name, but he goes, the epic speech he gave at half time where he didn't take a breath for 15 fucking minutes, telling us this is our trophy. Don't care how they are. Blah, 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 blah. Do it for every single one of the 55,000 in the ground. This, that. He goes, we went out there and we felt 10 foot fucking tall. Yeah. This bunch of fucking cowards that we have at Arsenal, we're taking the piss out of him in training. He could barely speak English. They could barely speak Spanish or understand Spanish. And he still finished 5th in Europa League final. Why? Because his tactics, are levels above this fucking fraud posing as a football manager, bruv. Apparently this is the best young coach in world football. How the fuck with a better team are we 11th now then? And this manager got the piss taken out of him. The players down tools, couldn't speak English and finished 5th.
You made another good point with what you just said in terms of from now, if we was to in the next, how many games is left? 23, 15, In the next 8 games, if we was to get ourselves fifth 5th in the next 8 games. And then in the last 7 games, throw that away to finish 1 point off 4th and end up in 5th and a Europa League final. The reception to that now would be very different to the reception it got under Unai Emery.
100%.
That is a fact. I think there's, it's not easy to say things and opinions are facts, but I do think that is a fact, which is mad. And there must be something deeper to it. You said, these clowns at the club laughed at him, and yes, and the media laughed at him. And
nobody took to him because he didn't speak English and he weren't a pretty boy.
Yeah.
Bro, Unai Emery, I looked at the league table earlier, right? Only Atletico Madrid have lost less games. He's lost 2 out of 22 games for Villarreal this season.
Yeah, he's still doing well because I haven't checked since I think December. But
he's drawn 12. But bruv, I said this with Rants earlier on the show. Yeah, they got Alberto Moreno at left back. Yeah, they've got the fucking what's his name, One Foyth from Tottenham at centre. Yeah, bro, they've got fucking Carlos Bacca up front. He's 35. Bro, I went through the squad earlier with Rants. Yeah, the average age is about fucking 33. It's just pathetic.
Do you know what? Villarreal in Europa League, right?
Yeah.
I'd actually love Villarreal next.
Oh, bro, we ain't getting past Benfica. Don't get your hopes up.
I mean, if we was, trust me, I'm no fool to think we're going to get past Benfica lightly. But if we get past Benfica and do what we should do, I'd love Villarreal next. I'd actually love, because it adds a bit more to that game. I think both Emery and Arteta.
Yeah, they've got Salzburg, right?
That's a decent one.
They've got Salzburg away first game, 18th of Feb.
Yeah.
Then they got them at home. Yeah, Salzburg have got a good team, but I think they've lost Sloboslai now, isn't they? Has he gone to Leipzig? I think he's gone Leipzig, isn't he? So he's one of their best players. Bruv, and the funny thing is, is after that 2-legged affair, they've then got Atletico, right? But then obviously after that, it would then be the next round of the Europa where they have Valencia and Eibar in between, and Cadiz, and then Granada. Bruv, I'm telling you now, that geezer, I wouldn't. I've said this before, if I had known Arteta was coming in, I would never have got rid of Unai Emery. Yeah, because that geezer, he should have had the backing. And could you imagine, right, if he had Thomas Partey and Gabriel, we would have got top 4.
He wanted Partey. He said it after, didn't it? So,
bruv, it's mad. Can you imagine if he had the squad we have now?
Yeah. It's true.
I'm so pissed off with how this club's been run. And I'm so pissed off with how the way they manipulate and PR it out and market it, And
it works all the time.
Every time. And you know what? That comes from the owner, which is why I get why you're on his case all the time, Because he's employing these people to do what they're doing.
Yeah, not to do the right thing, but to do that. Yeah.
We see last night, Man United fans are in meltdown because the fucking Glazers won the Super Bowl, bruv.
Yeah.
So it's like we've got 2 massive football clubs and we've got 2 owners that don't give a shit. Their owner's taking more money than our owner out the club. He's taking a fortune out of that football club for United. But we've got 2 fan bases that are massively divided.
Yeah.
Because half of things. Yeah. It's pathetic, bruv. I'm sorry. We're currently sitting 11th as we move into the second half at Leeds United. We're 11th. We have lost more games than we've won. Yeah. David Moyes at West Ham, bruv. I want to read this out to you, I want to read out their squad list, I'm sorry, this is a fuckery, bruv, right? I want to read it out. West Ham squad 2020, 2021, Watch this. They got 25-man squad, 25-man squad, right? They've got 4 goalkeepers, Fabianski, David Martin, Darren Randolph, and Nathan Trott listed in their 25-man squad. 4 keepers in their 25-man squad, right? Cresswell, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Diop, Ryan Fredericks, Masuako, Ben Johnson, Harrison Ashby, Kufau, Dawson. Would anyone take Dawson at centre-back at Arsenal? We'd all turn our nose up,
What's Cresswell, right back?
Left back. He ain't getting in over Tierney.
Ogbonna and Diop are centre-backs.
Yep. They've then got Ben Johnson. He's a defender. He's played 5 games this season. Ryan Fredericks, again, another defender. He's played 9 games this season, right? They've then got Vladimir Kufau. He's played 19 games. He's the right back. He walks in over. He's a fucking beast, bruv. He walks in over Bellerin. Craig Dawson at centre back, bruv. He's scored 2 goals this season in 8 appearances at centre back, right? They've then got Lanzini, Mark Noble, bruv. My man should be an extra in fucking Towie at this point. Like, seriously.
We need a Mark Noble so much, though. And I don't mean
I agree.
Mark
I
Noble.
agree with that.
I think we need a Mark Noble. We need an Arsenal Mark Noble, you know?
Yep. They've then got Pablo Fornells, Declan Rice, Connor Coventry, Thomas Souček, baller. Yeah.
Baller.
Nathan Holland, Jesse fucking Lingard. Yeah. Mikel Antonio, baller. Yarmolenko, Jared Bowen, baller. Said Benrahma. Bruv, that's their fucking squad. Yeah? Are you telling me that squad is better than our squad? Are you telling me that? Yeah? Because they're 8 points clear of us. They're 8 points, yeah? I can take City, United, Chelsea and all that, yeah? I can take that. David fucking Moyes has had COVID twice. He got the job 9 days after this manager, bro.
From the names you said, I think I'd take 3 for the starting lineup. I'd take 3. And that's Kufau, Souček, and probably Ogbonna next to Gabriel.
They got Fabianski in goal, bruv.
Yeah.
Fabianski.
Someone makes a good point. Would you rather Lingard or Willian?
I'd take Lingard in a heartbeat.
It's mad, isn't it? It's actually mad how it's crazy.
Bro, I did this the other day, yeah. Played along with the chat. I said, would we take Lingard? Would we take him? Would we take Lingard? Yeah, because I was going through their squad. Yeah, and I was like, well, Fabianski ain't getting in over Leno. Yeah, then I was going Souček, he gets in all day long. Yeah. Cresswell ain't getting in over Tierney. I went centre backs. Well, either one of their centre backs is getting in over any of them other than Gabriel.
Benrahma has a shout because we haven't seen the best of Benrahma, in my opinion. So I think Benrahma.
He's been poor this season, but he is a good player. Yeah. Who else was there? Who else was the other one? Declan Rice gets in our team.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the only reason I didn't say him is because I got one partner for Partey, and that's Souček. I don't know how I would play 3, but Declan Rice gets into the 16. He gets into the 16, yeah. Yeah,
and then you got Mikel Antonio. Bruv, that geezer's a handful, bruv, yeah? And listen, he's better than fucking... He's miles clear of Eddie Nketiah.
One thing I know is I take him as backup striker for sure ahead of Eddie. 100%.
I'd potentially take him as first striker if we're going to play Lacquer up front every week. Real talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, if we're in a situation like now and we're all debating which striker which, obviously someone like Antonio, you know, Lacquer works when Emery and Saka and Pepe work. When they don't work, Lacquer doesn't. So when that happens, Antonio is someone that he doesn't make it work all the time, but he's someone that's going to try, put his body about, you know, he's got a bit about him pace-wise. He puts his, you know, body out there in terms of an attacker. So it's something we don't really have right now. We keep on chopping.
Would you take Moyes over Arteta? I would.
Nah, I wouldn't.
No, you let the side down.
I wouldn't. Trust me. I really wouldn't.
Let me spin it another way. Yeah, if David Moyes was Arsenal manager, right, and Arteta was West Ham manager, would we be 11th with Moyes, and would West Ham be 4th with Arteta?
We could be 11th with Moyes, but they wouldn't be 4th with Arteta.
There you go.
Yeah. It's a bit of a 50. That's a good one, but it's a bit of a 50-50 one for me. I get
it's mad, bruv. It's mad. And this is the thing. You look at their team, bruv. They've got 4 goalkeepers in their 25-man squad. They've got fucking Mark Noble, bruv. Man, they'll be wheeling him out when he's 50, bruv. Fucking, he'll be doing fucking Q&As, and fucking dinners and meetings and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking.
So, well, before we wrap it up, you said draw. What's your prediction for the Leeds game? I'm saying 2-2 because I really don't know, but I'm saying
1 apiece. But I would not be shocked one bit if they fucking hammer us.
Yeah. I think one thing's for sure, and there's going to be goals in that game. There's going to be goals in that game. But we're 55 minutes in, 9:05. People, hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. It's in the title. Just click the link and then subscribe. I'm back at 10 o'clock for Big 6. Make sure you guys are there. And as always, Lee, any last minute words?
I'll take her out, bruv.